this woman. She looks like a fucking cave drawing.
I hate to do this to you, but day 2 of Polar Bear Watch.
Michael is taking us on an extraordinary journey to the subarctic in Canada.
Can everyone be nice to me now?
Exploring how climate change is threatening the survival of polar bears.
Why are you playing this song?
Good morning again there, Michael.
Whoa, you could hear that? I thought it was in my head.
Royce just has that song playing in his head all of it.
That's what Michael Strahan requested at his funeral, and they thought he was going to be dead when they can't cut to him.
Oh, fuck.
That's right. And now we go live to Manitoba to Michael Strahan, who, still alive. Good to see you, Mike. How are you?
Here he is. Here he
It's
is.
so cold out here.
Morning again, Robin. I promise I will never complain about it being cold in the studio ever again when I'm sitting next to you. I promise you that.
I'm
but
just
right
kidding.
now, as
I'm
you
gonna
said, we are
complain
here
all the
in the
time.
tundra of Churchill, Manitoba. You can't really see because it's still dark out here.
You think
The
that's
moon's
what
still
it was?
up, but
He
the
was
sun
always
will be
complaining
rising.
about being cold, and George Stephanopoulos just got fucking tired of it.
Watch, this is going to end with, because Stephanopoulos wants him dead, right? This is going to end with him like hiring some poachers to release polar bears nearby
To attack him?
And he's going to get attacked live on the air by a polar bear and actually beat the polar bear.
What movie was it? Was it one of the Narnia movies where like they rode polar bears or something?
He sets up a polar bear attack. Michael Strahan chokes the polar bear out. And then fucking everybody's like, oh my God. And he's like, don't worry. Nobody be alarmed. He's just sleeping.
By the way, Albeta NYC in the Rumble chat says Strahan should have been the new Black Panther.
Yes. It would have been a better movie.
Oh, fuck. I'd watch that. Oh, fuck.
And to get here, there are no direct roads to the town. The only way to get here is by train or plane. After flight.
So hear me out. You want to be a climate activist. So you took a train to then a plane, which use fuel, right? To then take a huge bus, which uses a lot of fuel, right? To go see if you can find polar bears. And by the way, there's some smarter people that commented on our clip earlier, and they go, guys, just so you know, since the 1950s, the polar bear population has quadrupled. FYI, just since the 1950s, there's more. By the way, also Ben of Chaucer just saw this. Cubans are just Dominicans who have more home run power.
It's true.
It's funny.
You know what, though? Those Dominicans are really good in the infield, though.
Dude, the best. Golden Glove winners. All of them are Golden Glove winners. Yeah. If you look at the list of Golden Glove winners, you think you're at a Puerto Rican restaurant.
Look, all I know is if I'm around at least 5 Golden Glove players, I know the food's going to be
It's going to be amazing. And they're all going to be
serving, but it's going to be good.
And they're all going to be drunk. Yes. There's going to be like, oh, yeah, papi! Oh, yeah, hey, bring me the good rum from the back, bro.
The good rum.
Yeah.
The one I brought, like, back over.
Yeah, bring it. Bring it over, bro.
Train or plane. After flight to Manitoba, the team and I boarded a final flight bound for Churchill.
That's not true. Actually, you could also travel by polar bear, but it's not recommended.
Well, here's the thing. You took 2 planes, a train, an automobile, and fucking everything. A bus.
Well, no, we flew private.
Oh, that's even worse for the environment.
We had the crew and all the equipment and stuff. So they had their own plane. I flew private, with just like 3 producers.
Because I got to stretch my legs out.
Yeah, and then the rest of them flew on a different private jet with all the equipment.
Which is the so-called polar bear capital of the world, to see these majestic creatures in the wild. Polar bears.
You mean the majestic creatures you said are evaporating as we speak?
Yes, those. The ones
that you just said quadrupled in the last 6 years. Yeah. So, yeah.
It's amazing.
Always loved them. Maybe it's because we're about the same size. I don't know, but really, these bears.
Sir, you're big, but you're not the same size as a polar bear. Okay, calm down.
They are breathtaking, and they need our help.
They're breathtaking. They're breathtaking animals.
Their environment is rapidly changing.
Because people keep driving fucking buses that look like that. So let me guess. Because I'm driving a 4-cylinder Volkswagen and I'm the problem? Mm-hmm. I'm the problem? Oh, cool. That's awesome.
Well, we had to take the bus because the private jet wouldn't land where the cabs
were. But we did take a helicopter from the private jet to the bus.
It was only a 3-minute ride. You're like, what?
But boy, was it worth it? They had a Nintendo Switch on there. You couldn't get me off.
Dude, it's like when we stayed in Vegas and we had the shitty view that one time.
Oh,
I was just
yeah,
looking at the airport.
Right.
And I was like, it was so funny seeing like these private jets show up. Dudes get off a private jet, get into a helicopter, and then fly off to something. And you're like, how much fuel did that just use? And it's like, and it's never like, it's always like the fucking joke from Silicon Valley. It's never like if a private jet holds 8 dudes, there's never 8 dudes in a private jet. There's always like 3 of them.
Mm-hmm. Remember when they raced?
Like,
Remember they raced?
Yes.
And they said, "Do you play chess?" So then they played online chess on their phone instead of going on the Jackson Hole. I think they were flying a Jackson Hole.
Flying a Jackson Hole,
Yeah.
and they both got out. And he was like, "Wait a minute. You play chess?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "What's your username?" And then they both still got in their own private jets.
Our adventure begins aboard this ton.
To be
Guys,
fair,
check
wouldn't
show
you-
links.
Okay.
Lean and Mean Mage or something.
To be fair, though, like it would be fun to be that level of rich where you just fly private all the time. 'Cause money is just like, no issue.
Okay.
Like, it'd be so great if we were so rich that we had to both be at a city for some appearance. And Royce is like, "Look, I'm leaving out at like 9 a.m. Blah blah blah." And I'm
for
like,
Greg.
"I'll just get my own jet. I want to sleep till like 2. But I'll meet you there. We'll get lunch." It's taking separate private jets. Nah, I'm gonna sleep in a little bit more.
There you go. There's a good one. It's climatey out here.
It's all climatey out here.
And then Lean and Mean Made. This polar bear is now safe from climate change.
See, now
Jesus Christ.
we can all agree.
I can't. I'm
We
gonna die.
can all agree that a new star has been born on this show,
Of
right?
course.
Our new favorite #1 guy is Michael Strahan.
The polar bear is now safe from climate change. I can't.
We're down here so we could give the polar bears abortion to fight climate change. What? What? I want to get like Michael Strahan when he starts questioning like the narrative.
Yeah.
Like he starts like seeing the glitches in the Matrix. Wait, I got a question. So why come if cow farts is making the earth bad, why do we want more polar bears? Do they not fart? But do the polar bear farts affect the climate change? Because if we have too many polar bears, that's going to be a lot of polar bear farts.
Oh, this just in. He's just been fired. He's just been fired for Good Morning America, and he's a Rumble exclusive, Michael Strahan.
And I'm just saying, why is everybody doing that to Kyrie? He's a great athlete. I think he's a very polite gentleman every time I see him. And, you know, these Jews are really just, it just cuts the fucking
do me a favor.
little Spanish flea.
Go to the locals check because you have to read it. Look at Siraj's tip, but you have to read it in Michael Strahan's voice. You do it better than me. He just he donated $2. Just scroll up just a little bit.
Where is my, am I in, oh, fuck me.
Here,
I'm in my local.
Here. No, it's okay. So here. I'll send you the donation. It's fine. It takes a second, but even here. They go. I sent it to you on
No,
Discord.
I'm in the chat.
Oh, there
I
you
got it. Siraj, let Michael Strahan cook.
Strahan.
I am obsessed with Michael Strahan. Now.
Yes.
The more we've been watching him, it's my new favorite thing.
We set out on an ice safari searching for these great white bears.
There's nowhere else like this anywhere in the world.
It was a little too warm in there because of all the diesel fuel they were using on the heater inside the bus.
You should have. You could smell the fumes for miles.
It's just a pile of dead polar bears behind them. They're hitting the polar bears with the butts because they can't see them. Boom, 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 boom.
Where you can go and just see, polar bears up close from this kind of distance.
Polar bear's like, holy shit, a black guy.
Well, no,
And
Michael
then-
Strahan's so famous. The polar bear's like, is that Michael Strahan? Dude, he was one of the best defensive players of all time.
Wow, what's he doing here? Wasn't his brother in a wheelchair?
The bear's just tapping on the thing, going, "Hey, aren't you like a first ballot Hall of Famer?"
And then Michael Strahan just shoots him. He just.
Boom.
I would say my life is safe now. Another polar bear is safe from climate change.
Every time I see it.
I can't. Thank you, Lean and Mean.
Oh, there he is right there. How amazing is that? Wow.
Look at that.
That is amazing.
I will say this: fucking bears in general are cool. as
Bro,
shit.
bears are fucking awesome.
They're
Are you
so
kidding me?
deceptively adorable. How many people you think had to learn the hard way at first before?
Remember when they tried to fucking frame Hank the Tank? Remember Hank the Tank, the big bear? Bro, poor
But,
guy.
right, there had to be some early humans that just thought, "Oh wow, this guy's cute," and then they just got
killed
eaten
immediately.
And then word had to get out, like, "Okay, those guys look really cute, but fucking leave them alone. They will eat you. They don't look like it."
But
'Cause
they
you ever
will.
see like a brown bear that just shows up and it's like, yeah, and you see him waddling around like Hank the Tank, and you're like, "Oh, look at this guy." You want to hug him.
You're like, please don't.
Mom for about.
You see all the videos of like the Russian bears that like just come up to people's windows and they're like, and they're like just feeding them like calmly.
So
through
wait,
the windows.
and to
Like,
you, the
Jesus.
bears speak also have a Russian accent.
Of course they do.
Okay,
They're
cool.
Russian.
No, that's cool. Are they riding unicycles too?
Don't forget the fez.
Still
Oh, and little fez on their head?
nursing, living off mom's milk, but learning how to be a polar bear.
Now, how long do they stay with mom?
Lean did it
They'll
again.
stay with mom
Showings.
for 2 to 3 years.
Fuck, man. Let's see. What...
Strahan is a fucking legend on this show now.
Hey, guys, I found one.
Okay, this is fucking great. Now he has him as a mount, which is great.
I found where the polar bears live, and they made me their king.
Stephanopoulos again is just pissed off. He's
Just
just,
always backfiring.
I am now the king of the polar bears. He recognized me when I played on the Giants.
He comes back. He comes back to the studio after this and insists that they fucking put in the Chiron Michael, king of the polar bear Strahan.
Turns out I'm royalty.
Maybe someday you could come with me, George. I introduce you to the polar bear. Put in a good word for you. I hate this, man.
Can we send this guy to the center of the earth?
So it turns out that I ran into the mole people, and they also made me king.
On average.
Then they go to
Journey to the center of the earth. Starring Michael Strahan.
separate ways.
And then
They're putting
fucking
on a
Michael
show.
Strahan
And
brings
this time
about
of year,
world
they're
peace
just like waiting
Yeah.
for the ice, so they're just
by
hanging out,
forcing
laying around.
everyone
sea
to
ice that
follow a one world government backed by his military of mole people and polar bears.
Oh, great. So that's who's gonna. He's the Antichrist. Great.
Formed in fall
Can
is
someone
essential
please
for
make this cartoon? I need this cartoon, please.
Michael Strahan's adventures. I would love more than anything.
It would be better than the Mike Tyson adventure.
I think it actually would be.
polar bear survival. It allows the bears to go far enough out to prey on seals and store up fat to get them through spring and summer. Because of global
Now,
warming,
after a 1 hour explanation on what a seal was, I finally understood. They're like water dogs.
there are now shorter sea ice seasons, which gives the bears less time to hunt for food, resulting
Please,
in less.
God, give Michael Strahan a fucking nature fucking show.
He should replace David Attenborough. Planet Earth. It would be amazing.
Planet Earth. Planet Earth.
Yeah,
I'd watch it, man.
I would too.
I love this man.
I can't.
Shorter sea ice seasons, which gives the bears less time to hunt for food, resulting in
And more
less.
time to hunt for football players.
Uh-oh, that's me.
Well, it looks like Michael's got him another prickly situation.
Healthy bears. And if female bears don't get enough food,
He has a
they
sidekick like a Komodo dragon that he calls Hissy.
Yeah, something like that. He needs a sidekick.
can't maintain their weight
Well,
to
they
carry
sent me
up-
to space and they sent aliens after me, but then the aliens also elected me their king. They were very
Pregnant.
impressed by my physical prowess.
pregnancy, resulting in fewer polar bears worldwide. How do they know when okay, this is the time to go?
They'll go out and they start testing it, spreading their paws out, and as soon as there's
That
enough
polar
ice for them
bear was covered in blood.
Yes, because he probably killed another fucking polar bear, Virgie. These polar bears are fucking brutal animals,
He's
okay?
just piling up polar bear bodies.
You're right. It's fucking pile of bodies.
To be out hunting seals, they're gone.
Ahoy. We meet up with Buggy One, Polar Bear International's Tundra office on wheels, and we arrive to
Which, by the way, shockingly costs a lot less than a COVID-19 graphic designer in LA.
Yeah, who can afford that?
a bounty of bears.
We're here. He's a child. Dude, look at the childlike wonderment.
That's
like,
why I like him. That's why I can't hate the man.
I just with him.
We're here.
I'm so excited.
He's just it's weird because you gotta understand, for you younger people who may not have like remembered Michael Strahan as a football player, this guy was a fucking animal in his prime. Like, he was a fucking defensive animal. And I don't think any of us pictured that he was just this sweet retarded child inside. Like, that's what he is.
Somebody made a better one. Oh my God. Depress Ron Paul in the locals chat. Today on planet Earth, we say the polar bears from climate change.
Fucking great.
Got two polar bears that would say laying in the sun, but no, they're laying in the cold. But they look cute from up here. We got another polar bear who's over there, a little more active, not just laying down like.
Oh, the polar bears are
They
so
are cute.
goddamn cute. Fuck.
Like the other two, but they are big, beautiful, kind of like me.
How do you not love him?
Guys, come on. Look at that smile.
Strahan is now. You're in, man. You're our guy now.
So
Look,
funny.
I get it. You got to push a bunch of fucking globalist propaganda.
Which sucks, obviously.
You know, you hang out with fucking George Stephanopoulos, and he fucking sucks.
Anybody who makes George Stephanopoulos sad rules. Like this, like you said, this Forrest Gump comes in and he becomes the sweetheart of Good Morning America. The guy who used to break bones in the football field.
Inside this buggy, the team is presenting research via live stream to the United Nations Climate Change Conference in Sharm el-Sheikh, Egypt.
We really can make a difference, truly.
Scientist Elisa McCall.
Now, does Egypt have like sand bears?
Sand bears.
Yeah.
They got tan somethings.
Okay. Calm down. Pull it back, Dr. Virgie Duke.
It was the tone of it that got saying somethings.
Also, this polar bear bitch kind of cute. I didn't realize.
Chief scientist Dr. Stephen Amstrup, a pioneer
Not him.
in polar bear research, report on the increasing threat of climate change to polar bears.
Quadrupled since the 50s.
What is the message that you wanted to convey there?
We're here talking about polar bears and melting sea ice and connecting that to societies around the world.
Outside, we see two polar bears sparring.
They're kind of testing each other's prowess. Who's the toughest? This time of year, it's...
Oh, no, they're having sex. They're having sex. Yep, nope, yep, pretty sure. Yep.
They're having polar bear sex.
That's two gay bears. Oh, boy. You know, look, guys, I'm not going to lie to you. It's not the climate change. These bears have been really gay lately, and we can't get them to reproduce. They keep just having all this gay butt sex.
Kind of practice
Get off with the butt sex already.
And then hopefully in the...
And pandas never want to fuck. Those two little timid pandas. Remember those always trying to get pandas to fuck? They just never do?
spring,
Yeah.
Bob knows, hey, that guy's a lot tougher than I am. I'm not even going to mess with him. He can
So if I hypothetically beat up a polar bear, will they know that I am tougher than them?
have her.
Sounds like life.
Well,
And they're here just waiting for the ice shelf to freeze over.
that's right. Yeah.
But now, because of climate change, it's a little bit later in the season that they're able to go out.
But it also...
Quadrupled since the 50s.
Yeah, and
Melts.
by the way, seasons aren't. Do these climate change reporters, people? Do you understand, right, that seasons slightly vary, right?
Yeah.
We don't just get like the same Truman Show weather every day, right? Like it's like sometimes you have a little bit of a particularly cold season. Sometimes you get a warmer season. Sometimes your fucking summer lasts a little longer, or your fucking winter lasts a little longer. Like there's always slight variations. Like we have an idea of what's supposed to be the deal, but calm down.